Sometimes the way we talk, or don't talk, can build walls between us without us even realizing it. Are you stuck in communication patterns that are silently pushing your partner away? In this video, we're sharing one simple communication hack that transformed our relationship and how it can help you reconnect and build stronger bonds too. Before we jump in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more honest relationship tips. Let's get your love talking the right way. The magic of the 24-hour rule. Here's a game-changing hack. Wait 24 hours before bringing up any issue that triggers strong emotions. When something bothers you, resist the urge to react right away. Instead, write down your thoughts and feelings, then revisit the issue the next day. This isn't about avoiding problems or sweeping them under the rug. It's about choosing to approach the conversation with clarity and calm, rather than reacting impulsively from a place of heightened emotion. In those 24 hours, your brain has time to process what happened, cool down from the immediate stress, and often gain a new perspective that's hard to see in the heat of the moment. This pause helps prevent misunderstandings, unnecessary escalation, or hurtful comments that can damage the relationship. By waiting, you give yourself space to reflect on what really matters and how to communicate your feelings in a more thoughtful, productive way. This practice fosters healthier, more respectful conversations, turning conflict into an opportunity for connection and growth instead of division. Why immediate reactions usually backfire? When we get triggered, our brains switch into fight or flight mode, a survival response that prioritizes emotion over reason. In this state, the emotional part of the brain floods with intense feelings, while the logical, problem-solving part temporarily shuts down. That's why we often say things we later regret or blow small issues way out of proportion. For example, a comment from your partner that felt dismissive might not be about you at all. It could simply be them distracted or stressed from work. When emotions run high, it's easy to misinterpret intentions and react based on feelings rather than facts. This is exactly why the 24-hour rule is so powerful. It gives your nervous system time to calm down and your rational mind a chance to re-engage. After this pause, you're more likely to see the situation clearly, understand your partner's perspective, and respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. In short, this waiting period helps you communicate with clarity and compassion rather than from a place of emotional overwhelm. How to implement the 24-hour rule effectively. When something upsets you, the first step is to acknowledge your feelings without rushing to act on them. Tell yourself, I'm feeling hurt right now, and I'm going to take some time to think about this before responding. Writing down exactly what happened and how it made you feel is a powerful way to process your emotions without bottling them up or reacting impulsively. This practice helps you gain clarity by putting your feelings into words and creating some emotional distance. Then, set a reminder to revisit the issue in 24 hours. Often, when you come back to it after some time, the intensity of the emotions has lessened. This makes it easier to think clearly and approach the conversation with a calmer, more constructive mindset. By giving yourself this space, you're less likely to say things you regret or escalate the conflict. Instead, you create room for understanding, empathy, and meaningful dialogue, leading to healthier communication and stronger relationships. What to do during those 24 hours? Use the waiting period for self-reflection, not rumination. Instead of dwelling on negative thoughts or replaying the event over and over, ask yourself thoughtful questions like, what triggered me so strongly about this? Or, what do I actually need from this situation? This helps you understand your feelings more deeply and identify what's really going on beneath the surface. Often, you'll find that the issue isn't just about what your partner said or did. It may be tied to a deeper need, a past experience, or an unresolved fear that got triggered. Recognizing this can help you communicate more clearly and compassionately. Other times, self-reflection reveals that what happened was simply a miscommunication or a small misunderstanding that doesn't require a big conversation at all. This insight can save you and your partner unnecessary conflict and stress. By using this time wisely, you gain clarity and perspective, making it easier to approach the situation calmly and constructively, or decide when it's okay to let it go. When the 24-hour rule doesn't apply. This technique of waiting 24 hours before addressing emotional issues works well for most relationship challenges, but there are important exceptions. If someone crosses a clear boundary like disrespect, betrayal, or abuse, it's crucial to address it immediately to protect yourself and the relationship. Waiting in those cases can allow harm to continue or escalate. Similarly, this rule doesn't apply to urgent or time-sensitive situations where delaying a conversation would cause more harm or confusion. For example, decisions about health, safety, or important logistics may need prompt attention. Ultimately, use your judgment to decide when to pause and when to act right away. When emotions run high, it's usually wiser to take time to process and gain clarity. But if the issue is serious or immediate, trust yourself to speak up promptly. Balancing thoughtful reflection with timely action is key to maintaining healthy, respectful relationships. How this transformed our communication pattern. Before we started using this 24-hour rule, our conversations often spiraled into bigger conflicts. Small annoyances would quickly blow up into relationship-threatening arguments because we tackled them while emotionally flooded and reactive. It felt like we were caught in a cycle of misunderstandings and hurt feelings that only made things worse. Now, when something bothers us, we give ourselves that space to pause and revisit the issue after 24 hours. Those conversations come from a calmer, clearer place where emotions aren't running high, and both of us are more willing to listen and understand. The result is much more productive dialogue that actually solves problems instead of creating new ones. This practice has also taught us to trust the process. We've learned that if an issue still feels important after a day, it's worth addressing thoughtfully. But if it fades, then maybe it wasn't as urgent or significant as it seemed in the moment, and probably not worth fighting about. This shift has brought us closer and made our relationship stronger and more resilient. Teaching your partner about this approach. Introduce this concept when you're both calm and not in the middle of a conflict. Explain that you want to try this technique to improve your communication together. Make it clear that you're not avoiding issues or dismissing their concerns, you're just choosing to address them more thoughtfully. When they bring something up and emotions are high, you can suggest, "This seems important. Can we talk about it tomorrow when we both had time to think?" The ripple effect on your relationship. This one change creates a ripple effect throughout your relationship. You start modeling emotional regulation, which encourages your partner to do the same. Conversations become more respectful and solutions-focused. You build trust that issues will be addressed, just not reactively. Most importantly, you stop damaging your relationship with words spoken in anger or hurt that you can't take back. Try the 24-hour rule for 1 month and watch how it transforms not just your communication, but your entire relationship dynamic. Good communication isn't always easy, but small changes like this can make a huge difference. Try this hack, stay open, and watch how your relationship starts to heal and grow. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below or share your own communication wins. And if you want more real talk about love, don't forget to subscribe and tap that bell. See you next time.